Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chick Smooth. Glad you guys are enjoying the content. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you can know when I post. I post really often, about 4 times a day. All right. So, if you're enjoying this content, hit the Cash App if you want to donate. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get right into this one.
Crook asked about it, bro.
Fuck is you talking about? I never mentioned Royce's name.
I said crooked eye, bro. You mentioned crooked eye.
I never said nothing wrong about Crook.
I never said
nothing negative about. I never said nothing negative about Crook.
Relax,
He said it was all
bro.
love. He said it was
Guys,
all
let him
love whenever
talk.
they saw each other in person.
Yeah,
he said it was all love.
He said.
What is he talking about?
Nah, what? I'm saying exactly.
Fucking weirdo ass nigga, man. Weirdo shit. Weirdo shit. I never said nothing negative. Nothing.
What I said, and nobody said you said something negative.
Fuck
you
said, you talking about?
You said when we were making this records.
That's the problem. The problem. It be the fans. It be the offset niggas. Always start shit.
Yeah. We fans. We the fans.
Fuck is you talking about, man? Fuck
is there something I said that you said about Crooked Eye that was false?
Listen, bro.
What did I say that was false?
Did I ever say anything negative about Crooked Eye? Yes or no?
Did somebody say you did?
The way you just came off, and then when I got out of the fucking crew, thank you, Glasses, for letting me back in. You started going. I didn't know what the fuck he talking about.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's what it is. So Crooked asked you what you were saying. So tell him what
you I can.
Go ahead.
Who, me? Bro?
Nah, it's Crook.
Everybody seems confused, so...
Crook, I don't think we can hear you.
No. Oh, can y'all hear me?
Oh, that's Crook talking?
We can hear you now.
Hey, let's let one of the ladies say what I said then. They was on here.
No, I'm gonna say it real quick, like, just to Crook. No, like, just to be clear, when Benzino was talking, he literally was saying how much love y'all had for each other every time you saw each other. Y'all had words, on records and things like that, but it was nothing but love. It was rap. Exactly. You saw each other in love, so there was no literally beef. Nothing negative at all. Just to keep that clear. I mean, at all. So
that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, that's Van.
That's my bad. Yeah. So, but it seems like niggas didn't know I was gonna say like that. So it's like, oh shit. It's like, oh my God. So what can we say to make it? You know what I mean? Like, wow. Where did that come from? That came from a real nigga. Everything I said came from a real nigga. Like, you see, a lot of y'all don't look at it in the same lens. Because I'm not no rap nigga, no college nigga, or no wordsmith or none of that. I'm just a street nigga who love hip hop. And I said that, and I'll say it again for anybody that didn't hear. I said that anything that situation, when I look at hip hop, it came from the battling anyways. Shit gets said, but it's never where somebody loses their life. Now we know that's happened as time went on. But me personally, this like where I'm from and how I grew up, that's real beef. Niggas that you're gonna see every day that you gotta have the strap for and you gotta watch out because you are in a couple of miles vicinity of the beef. This rap shit where niggas go back and forth, I said it. I understood it. It was the same thing with 50. When I got to the rap shit with Eminem, like me, I had just got finished helping 50. All right. When 50 got stabbed, he came down to my studio. I called a call service for him and sent him to Bellevue. All right. But I understood after he got signed, he had to ride with him regardless. But I didn't take that personally. And over the years, listen, me and 50 done seen each other and said what up to each other and everything. It was never like it was ever going to be a beef, or where I had to worry about my life, or where I had to worry about if somebody was going to swing on me. I never looked at it like that. I looked at it as rap. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that's what I said about Crooked. The same thing. We've done songs together. We've seen each other. We've seen everything, and it's never been disrespect. It's never been a cold shoulder. Now that's from me.
Right. So Benzino, when you started this part of the conversation, I was trying to figure out where you were going with it. Like what?
Just where I went with it. Just where I know Crooked was on here. Just where the fuck I went with it.
Oh, okay.
It was obvious, bro.
You were
It was
taking a
obvious.
moment to talk about it. I get it. All right.
It was
That's what
obvious.
I'm asking you.
Like, come on, man. You smarter than that.
Crooks, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. I was in and out of the conversation. That's why I asked, like, you know, I heard my name. I wanted to know what was popping. But I just did an interview with Mav Hoffa, and you know, he was we even talked a little bit about being on code in hip hop. Like what does it take, you know what I'm saying, to get on real code, where, because I mean, Benzino, you know, Royce is my brother, you know I got love, you know, Marshall, my bro. It's like, is that shit too far gone? Like, I'll play the peacemaker. I don't give a fuck if niggas think it's soft. I'll play the peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can niggas get down and unite? That's what I want to know.
Man, look, my thing is this, and this is the realest shit ever. Like, I respect y'all as rap artists. I respect y'all's craft. I know y'all put work in. It's never been that. My situation with Marshall came from a whole different space. Whether y'all thought that, or whether anybody thought that, maybe, you know, of course, if you're connected with them, or even if you're a fan of them, you're not going to look at what of my opinion as a good one, but that's where it came from. And then it just started building from there. Now I get it. Eminem, this is the difference, all right? Like, you see how, Crook, you could say that because that's because you a good nigga and you a real nigga, and it's not worth it. It's the same thing with me. The only thing with Marshall don't come and say these things. He don't come around. It's none of that. Even when this shit went down, all I wanted to do was just sit in a room with him. I told Jimmy that. I told him at the meeting. I said, man, fuck all this shit. Fuck them tapes. I'll never put that shit out. I just want to sit in the room with him and just let him know how race relations can be so much better if they see that. Like, we know you a dope rapper, but to really fully get with the culture, you got to come talk to other people and not just you guys, so people can really understand you. So where is that Royce don't have to come, or where is that somebody else don't have to come, because that's what it looks like. And you know, they offered me record deals not to put them tapes out. The white boy's been trying to sell the fucking tapes for the past year for 50, 60,000. Those are his guys. Shit, we going back and forth. Of course, we're going to negotiate to get the tapes. Of course, we're going to try to put the tapes out. At that point, we're going at each other. At the end of the day, we lost more in that whole situation. I took that L. There's no question. Business-wise, we lost more. I took that L. But it doesn't change what I stood for. And what I stood for was right. And see, maybe if Marshall would have talked about it, maybe all this could have been, because really, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he brought a whole demographic, millions of white people who would never fuck with niggas unless there was a white boy rapping, to the table. And now these motherfuckers are in my inbox every day, all day, every day, all day. Fuck you, nigga. He killed your career. Fuck you, nigga. He's the greatest. And we're talking 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 13 that probably don't even know him really, but it's just being passed on because of the race thing. That's a fucking real thing. And I don't see how anybody who's listening to this can deny that. And go ahead.
I think, Benzino, what you said was real though with that. Like, when you really just said it's not his fault, I think that might be the realest thing people wanted to probably hear. And I know you always do that, but just saying that's a big thing to say. So that's all I wanted to say.
But I'm a realist, Grove. I'm a realist. But guess what? When he doesn't speak up like that, when he doesn't say that, when all his interviews are like, we're not even going to talk about that, I mean, look, my nigga, we are all vocal. Hip hop culture, it means that we vocal, we talk. That's what gives everybody else who can't rap a job, everybody else who can't rap purpose, because opportunity, because we can talk. He doesn't want to talk.
But do you think because of his place in the game, like what you just brought up, like just that weird place he found himself coming in as a guest, which he admitted, and then all of a sudden becoming bigger than every nigga in this shit, do you think that made him nervous just to talk in
Yes,
general.
yes. Apprehensive, yes, because he probably feels like, damn, man, all I want to do is really be accepted. And now it's looking like, but guess what? But hold up though. Hold on. He has so much influence that, man, I'm telling you, it only takes one time for him just to like really get to a real conversation. The shit that Crooked sees, the shit that Royce might see, the shit that nobody else gets to see. And I'm not saying he has to, but that's the argument of the disconnect between me and him.
Right. But see,
one thing about Marshall, for years he speaks through his music.
Right.
And he's talked about a lot of this shit over the years in his music. You know what I mean? And even when I had him on my show, Crook's Corner, that's when he said he was a guest. And said, yo, I never said I wasn't a guest. You know, and I felt like that was a powerful statement, you know what I mean, to make, because he was trying to show his fan base, because they don't understand, not all of them, of course. He got, you know, some real ride or die fans that might not all the way get where he's coming from. And I know this, I can speak on this because they hit me on Twitter every fucking day.
Right.
So I know, you know, they're like, yo, why is he saying that? You know what I'm saying? But Marshall is part of the culture. And my problem is when people try to say that he's not part of the culture, knowing that this man has given his life to this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a student of the game. He's bringing out motherfuckers that people done forgot about and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get big ass platforms and they don't talk about no Lakim Shabazz. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man is part of the culture. That's all I be on. Is like when people try to say he's not part of the culture.
See, and you're right. And I think what Benzino just said, and I think it's something a lot of us never really heard. It's like, it was emotional. And I'm not saying like, not even like he didn't have his truth, but I'm saying he was like, I never heard Benzino be like, yo, man, like, I get it. You know, maybe dude isn't that vocal. I wish he would have did this. But I think we're making headway, man, because Benzino knows.
Yeah, absolutely.
The nigga ran the source. Like, he know. So I think we all are just admitting, like, sometimes shit gets lost in communication, especially in this rap shit. Shit can go too far. We all know that, right? But I think we're having some real shit being said right now where it's like, look, okay, like, I've never heard Benzino, you know, be like, not that me and Benzino talk all the time, but him be like, yo, yeah, I get it. Marshall, because of his place in the game, probably didn't feel comfortable speaking up so much. So, bro, hearing him say that, that's some raw shit. He still has his feelings.
That's real.
That's real. Yeah.
That's some real shit. And my whole thing is, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm down. I'm always down to do peacemaking moves. That's just who I am. I'm not gonna run from myself.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, bro.
Who threw a nigga to the audience? I got problems with somebody in here or something?
I'm with you, bro.
Hell no. What's up, gang?
I'm just saying, so nigga, somebody kicked me to the audience. Nigga, I want to know if I got a problem with somebody.
I don't know who did that, but you here.
Gang, what up, my nigga?
Yo, what's good?
What's going down?
Hey, look. So look. But my thing is this, though, right? Okay, there's the music culture, right? There's the music culture, and then there's the culture of that doesn't have nothing to do with the music, and it's all enthralled in one now. So whatever, like hip hop now, because of the generation, that's our life. That's everything we do. That's everything that kind of gave us all. That gave all of us, not just outside of Black people and Latino, because some Latinos don't, you know, still fuck with their culture and their music, but we got Puerto Ricans living right next to Black people. We got Mexicans living right next to Black people. So it's all, that's what the culture is. And we got white people living next to Black people. We get it. I get it. But I'm saying, okay, music is one part of the culture. There's the other part of the culture that has to be spoke up on, that is connected to the music, and that's the part of the culture that's struggling. That's the part of the culture that gets the short end of the stick. That's the part of the culture that you know, that is out here, you know, going to court, overcrowded the jails. I mean, you know, it's that part of the culture too. That's the part of the culture that niggas are getting gunned down. See, that part of the culture exists just as much, if not more, than the music side. So yeah, I get it.
Man, niggas on some weirdo time, nigga. If it's a problem, say something, nigga.
What happened?
Niggas keep pulling the nigga to the audience, nigga. We ain't know who he is, nigga.
Bro,
Shit,
what
I'm
the
not even a
fuck?
moderator. Who keeps
If
doing
it's a
it?
problem with Chuck, say something, nigga.
Bro, what the fuck is going
Yo,
on, bro?
who's
keeps
kicking
moving him?
game off?
On that
Cut that
weirdo ass
shit.
shit, nigga.
Cut
If
that shit out,
it's a
bro.
problem,
There's
say something,
also
nigga.
there's also the servers are down,
No,
so it
it's
could
not.
be
It's not
something
the
with the
server.
chat.
It's
Man, the
not the
server ain't
server.
tripping, nigga. If
That's
it's a
Bro,
problem
so.
with Chuck, say something, nigga.
there's no problem with you, bro. I don't know who's doing that.
Who booting the nigga? I know how this shit work, nigga. I can't get
That
down to
shit
the
crazy.
audience unless the nigga boot me down there. So
That
if it's a
shit
problem,
crazy.
say something, nigga.
So, nigga. Who's doing that? So,
Doing that goofy ass shit, nigga. If it's a problem, say something while I'm here, nigga.
nobody. I don't know. Who's
Yeah,
doing that.
who's
Niggas on
doing
some
that?
niggas on some weirdo time, nigga. This Chuck, nigga. I'm right here. If it's a problem, say something, nigga. On that goofy ass shit.
Yeah, I don't know who's doing that, but shit.
Man, hey, I think we all here, so we all might as well get it out. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, let's
You know
keep
what I mean?
let's keep this
Niggas is
conversation
weird,
positive.
nigga.
Let's get an understanding. Like what's you know
Let's
what I'm
keep this
saying?
conversation positive.
I mean, but what's positive is that niggas are respecting niggas right here like men. There's nobody
Yeah,
going at nobody. But we
very
can have
positive.
let's have conversation though. Let's not nobody just sit back. Let's talk about it like men and put issues on the table like men. You know what I'm saying? We all got kids. You know what I mean? Now just like I said earlier, like a lot of I don't look at a lot of this shit as motherfucking beef in the streets. Like I don't. I feel what Royce said.
You just muted
You did
yourself,
yourself.
or you got a call.
Maybe
We
he
can't
got
hear
a
you no
phone
more,
call.
Benzino.
This is why I can't have like there was two other moderators here. I don't know what the fuck that was about. That's whack. Hold on a sec. That's
Yeah,
why.
where
See,
where
that's
did
why.
Game go, y'all?
You see, that's why
I
everybody
think
gets.
he
Where
left.
Game and Royce?
That's why if one person has a fucking green bean, there's none of that fucking problem. Everybody be tripping for a fucking green bean. It's crazy.
Heard the green bean Nazi. Heard you.
I have a question for the group, if that's okay, to kind of switch the energy around.
Yeah,
As we were talking about like the Meek situation with like the lyric being too soon, and you know how they made that new law. Well, I don't know if they passed it about like rappers can get in trouble and go to jail for what they say on lyrics. Do you think that plays a role with like you can't speak on the dead because maybe their families can sue for like defamation and on stuff like that? Like, where do you think that goes with hip hop?
Man, honestly, that shit didn't have nothing to do because too soon. They niggas ain't fucking with Meek right now. Niggas ain't really fucking with Meek right now. So anything he do is gonna be fucked up right there.
That seems to be the consensus. People have an issue with Meek more than what he said.
Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting as well. I think that all eyes are on him right now, and anything that he does is going to be looked at with like a fine tooth.
He ain't doing himself no favors either.
Do you think in general rappers can't speak on people that have passed away from this point forward because of that law? Like, do you think that makes it tricky for music?
You can say what you want to say. None of that shit don't matter. You just got to be willing to deal with whatever you said. That's all.
Wait a minute. So they passed the law?
They talking about how they was using the some of the lyrics in certain court cases. You know what I'm saying? Any decent lawyer would tear that shit up, but it's interesting. But I mean, he didn't say nothing that was a defamation of character about Kobe. It was just a metaphor or something. So
It was just a tacky verse.
Yeah, and Glass, I don't
Yeah.
know if you were in here when we were talking about it earlier, but they were saying it was leaked. And if it was leaked, man, that's,
man, Groove,
can't
I
hold them.
missed this whole shit. I came back.
I believe they
Chuck is
also
tripping.
said the track.
Benzino and Royce and Crooked is arguing. I don't know
No, there
what
was
the
no
fuck is
argument. There
going
was
on.
really no argument.
Like I
It was
just popped in the
it was
room and shit.
100%
I'm like, what
positive.
the fuck is going on? I was finna leave again.
No. It was no argument. But with the Meek thing, what we realized was the record was leaked. And I was telling everybody that, you know, me running one of the most popular recording studios for all them years, I've had cats record verses under my watch, man, drunk, high, fucked up, or just super emotional. The next day, they were like, bro, I didn't mean none of that shit. Please don't let that get out. So that's what we say too, man. You can't hold a artist accountable for being creative, especially when the shit was put out against their will. You know what I mean?